And let me introduce myself. My name is Abby Smith, and I'm one of the global mentors here. And it is an absolute honour to be standing on this stage here with you. So, let me introduce myself. I come from Outback Australia, and I started hairdressing when I was 16, so I've been hairdressing 24 years now. I moved to London when I was 23, and so I was in London for 14 years. And during that time, I was mentored by Mr. Jason Gray. And then I went on to work for Hob Salon, so I coloured alongside Arkin Kanizzi. And then I went on to colour with Mr. Darren Ambrose at D&J Ambrose. So currently, I'm based in Amsterdam, so I live in Holland, and I'm the leading art director colorist at Mogine. So I work now alongside Hester Werner at Rhine. So I manage the salon. I also work freelance for Wella professionals. So I do campaign work and education for Wella professionals. And I'm just about to launch my own colour company, Abby Smith Colour Education, in 2019. So follow me. Oh, thanks. Okay. So trend vision has been a major part of my life since 2010. Upon entering, what was I going to say? How can I owe the progression of my career? That would be Trend Vision. I cannot thank Trend Vision enough for pushing my creativity, pushing me out of my comfort zone, and advancing my skill set. Even 8 years on, Trend Vision is still pushing me today, where I'm presenting on my own for the first time. So thank you, Trend Vision. And, you know, that's something that we all have in common here. It doesn't matter where you're from in the world, we all have Trend Vision in common. Okay. Cool. So, since entering Trend Vision and completing my Master Colour Expert program, I worked alongside Darren Ambrose, and I had the opportunity to work on all the Trend Vision shows and tours in the UK, and I was actually lucky enough to be a judge as well a couple of times. It's an amazing experience. So from these experiences, I was then invited with Darren to accompany him on global campaigns for Wella, which was an amazing experience. So I did IME, True Colours. My first campaign was Borderline Beauty. That was an amazing experience in the Hamburg airport, Terminal Tango. Yeah, amazing experiences. So the reason why I'm here today, I'm here to talk to you about mood boards, and that's one skill set that I've really gained from entering Trend Vision, and it's something I think I'm pretty good at. So, you know, they say a picture speaks 1,000 words. Well, imagine how many words a mood board creates. And that's something with Trend Vision, you know, you've got 5 minutes to get your message across. So, you know, you don't have a lot of time to tell your story and get that message across. So a lot of the time, the judges are looking at your mood board to tell the story. So your mood board is very, very important in your Trend Vision journey, as you well know. So I'm going to give you a few tips of what I do with my mood boards. Okay, so my tips for an impactful mood board is make your mood board simple but effective. Don't make it too busy. Only use key inspiration imagery. You know, only just use the impactful images. Don't overload your mood board with so many images. Sometimes the story can get a little bit lost and a bit too busy. So you can use key buzzwords if you feel that it's going to be impactful. Don't make your imagery literal or obvious. That's a message I'm going to talk a little bit about in a minute. So make sure your mood board has connection to your model. I think that's the most important thing. Sometimes when I was judging, the mood board didn't translate over to the model. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the mood boards that I created for the Colour Fresh Create campaign. So last year I was invited to join the global team in Geneva, and this was one of my projects that I worked alongside Rainer Sauter with. So I didn't just colour for the campaign, I worked on the concept as well. So I'm going to show you some of the mood boards that inspired us for the campaign. This was the mood for the colour. So, there's a whole different lot of colour palettes. So that's what inspired me, but also the emphasis was on colour melting technique. We wanted to do a colour melt. This is a reference for the stylist, so it was really important that we needed to get the hair to move in order to bring the colour out. So this is also inspiration for me for the texture, the colour palette. This is an abalone shell. So the trend inspiration for the Colour Fresh Create look, I should say, was that denim hair was a trend and mermaid hair was a trend. But as you'll see on my mood boards, there won't be one mermaid, because I haven't made it obvious. I'm trying to be a bit more clever about my mood boards. So I use the abalone shell because it has a connection to the sea. Okay? But also you can see with the fluidity and the colour palettes, that was also great inspiration for me as well. So sometimes, when we're dealing, I wanted to show you the progression from my mood boards from Trend Vision to mood boards that we use in a global campaign and how my mood boards have progressed in the last 8 years. So this mood board was for the model Tanya. So it was for her to understand who she needed to be underneath the hair. So we wanted to really make more of a modern day mermaid feeling. And so that one was for Tanya. And also, this mood was about the character more so. So she's a modern day mermaid, she's a sea worshipper, boho beach babe, but she still has a connection to fashion. And just a little thing I wanted to say, rather than me making a mood board about denim, we've kind of connected the denim into the fashion trend. So rather than having a mood board literally about mermaids and denim, this is how I've tied the denim into the moods. And then this is the final result. That's it. Cool.
Abby, that's absolutely beautiful. I love this because you are the mood board queen, aren't you?
It's one skill set that I have gained from
You
Trend
have
Vision.
gained,
I do love it.
What I love about you, Abby, you're so natural. You have I said to Abby when I first met her, I said, Abby, you have the most beautiful voice. Yeah? And Abby, brilliant, well done. A beautiful presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause to Abby Smith. Thank you, Abby.
Thank you.
Okay.